Hello, amazing artists. We're going to make a winter snowman collage today. These are going to be really cute. You're going to have the choice between a bird's eye view snowman or a front view snowman. They're going to have shadow and they're going to have coals and snowflakes, and they're going to be really, really adorable. Now, to start these off, you're going to need some supplies. You're going to need a colorful piece of paper. You can see I prefer dark blue, but you can use any color you want. You're also going to need a white paper, a white crayon, colorful crayons. You also could choose to use watercolors if you want, and you're going to need a glue stick and a pencil. You're also going to need your big black crayon, and you're going to need scissors. So to start these off, you want to make 3 circles, a small circle, a medium circle, and a large circle, and then you're going to cut them out. Now this is how you start off no matter which view you choose, front view or side view. So you can see I'm cutting them out. I'm working really hard to make my cuts smooth. I'm using the back end of my scissors, not the tips, and I'm making them look really good. Now, if I'm going to do the front view snowman, I want to save my white paper scrap. If I'm doing a top bird's eye view, it doesn't really matter. So I'm going to put some glue down, and this one's going to be the front view snowman. And I'm going to take my scrap and I'm going to take my glue stick and I'm going to put some glue down where I want my snowdrift that the snowman is going to be on to be. And then I'm going to tear apart my scrap of white paper and I'm just going to build my snowdrift. And you can make this look any way you want. I like to make it look kind of like a little hill for my snowman to sit on. And then I'm going to take my circles and I'm going to put the glue on the side that has pencil marks. I'm going to place my big piece overlapping the snowdrift, my medium piece overlapping the big piece, and my little piece overlapping the medium piece. All right, that's my front view snowman built. Now for my bird's eye view, I'm going to start with the big piece. I'm going to put the glue on the side that has the pencil so that way it doesn't show when I glue it down. Then I'm going to do the same with the medium and put it directly on top of the big, and the same with the small and put it directly on top of the medium. So that's my bird's eye view built. Now I'm going to start adding in my details. I'm going to use my big black crayon to add kohl for my eyes and my mouth. I'm going to add a hat. Now you could also make this out of paper if you have black paper. I'm going to add my kohl buttons, and then I'm going to go to my regular crayons and I'm going to add sticks for my arms, and I'm going to make a colorful scarf to go around my neck and a carrot nose. Now yours can be any kind of color combination you want. You also don't have to add a scarf. You can make your snowman look any way you want. It could be a snow person even. It doesn't have to be a snowman. It could be a snow lady. That's up to you. You can see that I added in a little detail of my scarf. You could do that or not. This is totally up to you how you do it. Now that I've got my details on my front view, I'm going to go to my bird's eye view. I'm going to trace each of my circles with black so that I can see them. And then I'm going to draw a face looking up. So it's like my snowman is looking up into the sky. Add my little carrot nose. Add my little stick arms coming out of the sides of the middle. And then I'm going to add some colorful scarf around the head, or the smallest one, so that it looks like it's wearing a scarf around its neck. Again, you can choose to add a scarf or not. You could add a bow if you wanted to. It's hard to add a top hat to the bird's eye view though. If you want to though, you can still try. All right, I'm gonna add some more buttons of kohl. And that is my details filled in. Now I'm going to add shadow. For this one, I'm going to take a purple crayon and I'm just going to add some shadow along the curve. This is going to make my snowman look like it's a form. Remember, we talked about how form is a 3-dimensional shape. Well, the snowman is 3-dimensional. So I'm going to add some shadow on the edge and on the bottom on the snowdrift so it looks like it's casting a shadow. You could also use watercolor paint for this part if you don't want to use crayon. So to do that, I'm going to open up my watercolors. I'm going to use purple because that's a good shadow color for snow. I'm going to add a little bit of water, and I'm just going to add just a little stripe along each of the edges. You could do this part with crayon too. It really doesn't matter if you use crayon or watercolor. It just depends on your preference. All right, now I'm going to clean up my watercolor and set that aside. Now for my snowflakes, I'm going to use my white crayon, and I'm just going to add some snowflakes all around my snowman and just make it look like kind of like a nighttime winter wonderland around my snowman. And now for the bird's eye view, I realize that it looks like he's kind of floating in air. There's not really a good way to make the ground under the bird's eye view snowman and make the snowman pop out. So you're just going to have to take some artistic license with this and hope that he doesn't just look like he's floating in outer space. All right, see, he's watching the snowflakes fall from the sky. All right, and now I'm going to sign it with my big black crayon. I put Miss Leatherwood, you can put your name, and then I added 2020 because that's the year that I made it. There we go, and now our snowman 2 ways are finished. You get to choose which view you want to do, and you can see that they are largely made the same way. It just depends on how you stack up all of those circles to create the snowman that you want to make.